How's it going, everybody? Today I've got a fun video. We're gonna be doing a $3 disc golf bag versus a $300 disc golf bag. I'm out here at New London and I'm here to put the simple bag theory to the test. Now that idea has that having less shot selection, even with less availability, actually makes a bad disc golfer such as myself more effective scoring on a difficult course such as New London. So I've sort of tested this before. I've played a putter only round here on this channel before, but I've never directly compared them at the same time. So basically, I went into the used section, I grabbed this gorgeous Proto 300 PX3. It was literally marked for $3. You can see there, so that's what I've got for this bag versus my main bag, which would retail, everything included, probably close to $300 at least. So that's really the idea here is, will my lack of creativity that I get, that I'm afforded with this putter actually allow me to score better because I'm not throwing anything outside of my comfort zone versus the obviously the option to throw more creative shots that can certainly go further and also throw a lot of I can also throw a lot more lines with this other bag. So that's all we're doing. We're gonna be playing an 8-hole loop here. We'll play 1 through 6, 17 and 18, and we're gonna go up against myself today and just see what happens. Hopefully we'll get some answers. I genuinely am not sure what's gonna happen. I'm not sure which version of myself is going to win. I think this is gonna be tough to beat though. Of course, it just had to snow again. It's like living in North Dakota. I'm gonna go with the putter first, and I'll just throw back to back, and it'll be like, yeah, like I'm playing a match against myself. The putter shots are all gonna look pretty similar though, just hyzers inbounds hopefully. Yeah, that's what I expect out of the putter, just a hyzer layup to try to make par. To go stalker for my normal shot, this is what I typically throw. Not flip that all the way up. So already my more aggressive drive I think is in either an equal or worse spot. By the way, this is my first time using my new camera filming myself, so getting the framing right is going to be a learning curve, so just bear with me, but hopefully I'm looking a bit better. Yeah, this is not a good spot to get stuck. We're gonna try and throw a turnover upshot here. I'm still so far from the basket. We barely made it off the tee. Oh my gosh, I think that was amazing. That might be close. Okay, having my disc of choice helped on that shot. Yeah, my putter shot ended up being further up the fairway here. Still a tricky little forehand shot to get this up and down. It's very delicate. Gonna need to dry this disc off a lot today. That was pretty darn good as well. I might get up and down twice here. This is like playing some sick, twisted version of worst shot. All right, yeah, we're close with both of these shots. Just got to make some short putts. Obviously, I'll have to putt with the PX3 for that disc, and then I'll get my proxy for my normal full bag. Well, that's one par saved. All right. So that was probably expected for hole 1, just because making par is what I normally do on this hole. So having a different bag, it's not a long hole, doesn't change a lot. Hole 2, we're gonna immediately see the effect of this problem because it's a very long hole with OB. But that slammer upshot was one of the best upshots I've thrown on this course ever. That was insane to be 10 feet from there. All right, like I was saying, hole 2 here is going to be an awesome early test of this theory because the putter is going to take me a long time to get there, but it's more likely to stay in bounds. There's definitely an advantage to the full bag, but if I'm not a good enough disc golfer, I can't take advantage of that. It's just going to get me into more trouble. So we're going to start by just trying to throw this straight down the hallway. Oh yeah. Not perfect, just left of where we want to be, but not a bad shot. I made sure to pick a throwing putter that is like my ideal throwing putter. I love PX3s. It's very straight with a little fade because I wanted to give myself the best chance at this, and so I had to give myself a putter I actually like. Okay, we're gonna go Passion for our real shot. Flip. Oh no, I didn't flip it. Man, if I'm throwing like that, it's gonna be advantage putter all day because that is once again in a worse position. All right, we might have somewhat of a backhand here from this Passion. I'll have to look at the lie. Wow, there is a very aggressive backhand lie. I'm not gonna play it. I can already see the putter about 30 feet ahead of me in a better spot. I think we're just gonna play the forehand out. Matter of fact, we're gonna play a chip backhand out. I'm not even gonna mess with the forehand. Oh, what a roll. Sit. Wow, that was crazy. I was thinking that was more left than I wanted, and then he just shot out across the fairway. Thought I was gonna roll OB right. That should be fine. That should be totally fine. Okay, we've advanced up now to the putter lie, and that aggressive hyzer line I was telling you about is actually very easy from here. So I should be able to get a bit further up the fairway. Advantage still putter. Make it left. Oh, that's so good. That's actually so good. Much further than the other shot. Oh boy. I'm gonna learn maybe a harder truth than I wanted to in this video, which is that like there's no point in me carrying all these discs, but except for fun, and fun is important. I really want to unload on one from here, but the ground is so wet, I just don't know if it's gonna be safe. I mean, I can't get to the basket. I think we're just gonna advance with a straight mid-range. Okay, that was a great shot. All right. That was a really good shot with the rock there. Way up the fairway, advanced. Hopefully can get up and down. So we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be a 5, and a 5 is a good score. If I could take a 5 with just that one putter, like that's pretty impressive. Once again, we are much further up here, but because of the bad footing and the fact that I have a putter, I cannot get home from here. If I had my full bag, I'd be able to, but we're gonna be laying up. So we're gonna stay on a similar trajectory for this hole. Oh, that's great. That's a beaut. I was really struggling with how flat to throw that because I really didn't want to turn it over out of bounds, but that was perfect. Should be a pretty easy up and down for my 5 from that disc, whereas the other up and down will not be quite so simple. Okay, difficulty of this upshot is really always dependent on how fast the green is playing. I think we're just going slammer, kind of straight at it. Probably a little over 200 out though. It's still pretty far. Oh, in. One time. Ooh, that sounded really solid wherever it hit. I think it's like, it should be very close. It looked like I landed right in front. I wonder if I hit a puddle. It was just kind of a smack. Very weird. I was short of the basket, but I like that a lot. We've now advanced much further up. We've only got about 100, 120 feet here. Should be able to just spike a hyzer in there, get this one up and down. We may have another tie on hole 2, which this is pretty impressive for the one disc bag. Or non-impressive for my skill. I don't really know how to spin this. I'm kind of struggling with it. I still don't see my other upshot yet either. Perfect. Right next to the basket. That's a 5. Well, I really feel like so far today, the only thing I've learned is my upshots are on point right now because I am just sticking these greens and they're not super easy shots. We're good. That slammer from like 220 was an absolute dart. Okay, 2 5s right there. Very impressive. I'm honestly just happy with myself for being able to do that twice. But still no separation. And but the next 2 holes are very birdieable, but won't be with the putter. So that will be interesting to see if I can create a little separation because I really need my full bag to win this one out. I'm not prepared. And I'm almost positive I'm gonna play hole 6 better with this guy. It's kind of annoying that this tee pad has snow on it because that will give me disadvantage for the full shot, but short par 3 turnover. Honestly, it's a disadvantage for this disc coupe because if the tee was dry, I could put a move on this and probably get there. It would be a rip. But with the snowy tee, I probably won't, and I'm probably gonna have the disc up to a fairway, but that's an advantage of having a bigger bag. The elements, they're a part of it, so. The only thing on this tee pad are dog paw prints. And don't worry, I'm not just packing in this tee pad for it to turn into ice. It's gonna be like 50 and 60 degrees in the next couple days, so it's gonna melt. Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay. I got a little aggressive there. Luckily I kicked straight down, but not the best shot. Yeah, I'm gonna disc up the stalker here and try and get this birdie. Oh, I like that a lot. Oh yeah, that's pretty much parked. That was beautiful. Right down there on a low anhyzer, counter skipped, actually hit the manhole cover that's like 15 feet and skirted a little bit to the right. That was textbook. All right, if things go the way they have, this up and down should be no problem. That was not great. Not enough height. I was scared of the OB and didn't get a good slide on the ground either. That's gonna be a long putt for par. This isn't quite as bad as I thought. About a 25 footer. If you haven't noticed, I have been going to full-time straddle putting for now. Just trying to find something that's a little more consistent, and I found that at least I'm making the 15 and 20 footers more often, so we're just gonna start there. How about that? All right, good par save. We'll take that. That was a nice putt. Sheesh. Alrighty, not bad. So far it's been good because I feel like I've been playing at a very appropriate level with both my full bag and the one disc bag, so I think I'm getting a pretty good read. And okay, finally we got a stroke though for the full bag. This should be a fun one because this hole is very birdieable once again with the full bag being able to throw my honey here. With the putter, it should be a somewhat easy par, but like it will be kind of a task to make par because I'll have to throw 2 good shots. So this could be a separator. Oh, I turfed it. Oh, it's bad. That was the one thing not to do. Just threw it straight into the hill. Okay, well, I'm gonna have my work cut out. Oh no. I shanked them both. I'm consistent, at least I'll give myself that. Well, I'd like to have some options in this spot, but I don't. So we're gonna be pitching it out of here, trying to get up and down for 4. Not that I could get up and down with anything that I would have an option of. This is a bad spot. Yeah, that's good from there. Just need a good forehand up shot with our chicane here. Actually, I'm gonna go zone OS. I need something more consistent. When I don't have to throw anything with finesse, I'd rather just chop on it with something overstable. That's how Gannon Buhr wins tournaments. See, a 5-year-old could do that. Just take the disc like this, throw it as hard as you can, and it'll fade. It's amazing. It's honestly a pretty useful shot to get to here from where I was, and I'm also noticing, ironically, that my zone OS was left significantly short. So pride comes before the fall, and looks like we're staring down 2 4s. Oh my. That was putrid. All right, we're falling apart a little. A little bit out of our range, but we'll give it a bid. Now we got, oh, and a little roll. Now we got another tester. It's just monkey see, monkey do, and it's myself both times. We've got 2 very similar length putts here for 4s. See what we can make of them. I should say, see if we can make any of them. There's one. Let's go, man. You never want to be saving 4 on this hole, but those are good putts. The straddle putt thing, you know, when I can find a groove with it, I'm a much better putter. I like that I can aim dead center on the pole because normally I like to aim a little bit of right for the hyzer, but with the straddle, you kind of have a natural tendency, or at least I do, to pull the disc. So if I aim on the pole, I just usually miss just a little bit to the left and it fades in, or a little to the right and it fades in. And it was working. Alrighty, tied that hole, so still 1 stroke advantage to the full bag. Holes 5 and 6 now are going to be, well, really, every hole from here on out is going to be at least a par 4 and quite long for the putter. So It's really just gonna depend on if I'm making mistakes with the full bag, because I'll have a huge distance advantage. This hole I'm gonna be going forehand, trying to get as far out as I can to try and make an easy par. It's kind of my goal in this hole. Whereas I'll probably be going backhand turnover with the putter, hoping to not cut roll down the hill. And then the recipe on this hole for the putter is first shot in play, second play lay up to the corner, third shot into the woods. It's really impossible to make par. You just got to make a good bogey. We're gonna go Raider here. I'm gonna really try and put some pizzazz into this. That was nice. Forehands for me are so like conditions and grip dependent. Sometimes I pick it up and I just feel good, and it's like, all right, I got to take advantage and really put a move on this. With that being said, I did land on, angle. It might have just rolled OB. Backhand turnover. This should be fun. Oh, that's lovely. That's a touchy shot because you got to get it before it. You don't want it to crash out, but you also don't want it to cut roll. And I think I got that just right. These shots landed in pretty similar spots, so I'm just gonna throw them both, leave the camera here. First shot, I'm gonna throw my putter and be trying to like fade left of the OB ditch and kind of land at the corner. And then, yeah, might have a chance to get up and down for a par actually. I got pretty far off that backhand. And then from my other drive, I'm gonna be trying to throw a drive and get into the woods as aggressively as possible. That'll play. It's just going to be a long shot to get up and down. I pulled that shot over a little bit, but that's the miss on that shot. You don't want to go left OB. And I think I got just into the woods. We'll see if it's a jump putt or if it's just a par. Unfortunately, what we ended up here with is a bit of a pinched hyzer, so I don't know if I'm getting to the basket, but it'll be an easy bogey at the least, which keep in mind is quite good for just having a putter. It's really hard to par this hole if you can't clear the OB in two and you also have no drivers. Yeah, this isn't getting anywhere near the basket. Well, I kind of ripped that. Maybe it's a jump putt. Looks like we got shot down here just as we were getting to the woods with our main drive. We should be able to get this one up and down for par. Or not. Ooh, that was on a good line. I thought I threw it in. Okay, tap in par for the full bag. That's a good par. I'm always happy when I par this hole, and that's expected. We'll see how close the putter got. If I have a putt for par, like that'd be an insane putter par. We did really good to get to here, jumping up here for par. We have a chance to make it. It's not completely out of range, but I'm happy with a 5. Okay. Tap in 4 and a tap in 5. Nothing really happened there except having more discs just proved itself, and I think that's the point. That feels good. Okay, time to go get abused on hole 6. I have to really soak it in because this course will be out about a little less than a month from now. This course won't exist anymore, so I hope they keep hole 6 the way it is, but I don't know for sure. So I got to really enjoy it as I'm taking a 10. And just going back and forth in the woods. You gotta really soak it in. Well, here we are, hole 6. I do have quite the history on this hole of playing it much better when I only have a putter. I've actually parted a few times with a putter, and can't say I've done that much with the drivers. But in any case, we got a 2-stroke advantage for the full bag right now. We just gotta hold on to it here and see it through. That'll be a win for disc sales. We're gonna go with the Terra off the tee. I like to just be able to rely on this thing to fade left and just kind of rip it around the corner. Another snowy tee pad though. Shouldn't be much of a factor. This snow is very compressible. It's not bad. Perfect. Good skip. Okay, that is like a above average, very solid shot for me. Little skip left around the corner. Good position. We should still be able to get around the corner with the putter. Oh, stop flipping. Down. Okay, can't go through the corner with the putter. I don't know what I was worried about. That's a good shot. It's more to the corner rather than around it, but that's good with the putter. From this point on with our putter, we just need to throw a bunch of straight shots and try to stay in the fairway. And if we do that, it's not that difficult, but staying in the fairway is. Yeah, still in the middle. Probably would have liked to throw it further, but the footing just isn't great. Footing at this shot is a little better, and I'm a good bit further, so I just want to get to a spot from here that I can get around the corner. That's kind of how we need to make par. But I'm still going to go mid-range. Okay. Oh, I got a little close for comfort, but it stayed on the right side there. I should be able to get around the corner from that shot and have a legit chance to make par. Imagine if I double par this hole, I might never come to New London again. Let's end on a high note for its history. Just another straight shot with the putter needed. Okay, still on track. So we've thrown 3 shots of the putter. 4th shot will be a layup. 5th shot will go over, and the 6th will be the tap in for bogey if things go accordingly. The only way to par with a putter on this hole, the only way I've done it is by throwing insane distance lines, and today is not the day for that kind of footing. Now, unlike our other lie, from here, we're much further, better angle. We're going to try to attack well around the corner to get to a spot where we can get up and down for our 5. Actually demands a pretty straight shot from here. Probably just going to throw my KC Rock on hyzer. That is so good. That slow push is just a good shot to attack that with. I think that's going to be great. Should have a really good chance to get up and down for par. It's always so much nicer when you play this hole well because you play it quicker. You get off of it. You can be stuck on this hole for 45 minutes. Especially when I'm playing 2 lies. I love where we're at here. Still in a good spot with our putter. This is really the last super complex shot we need to throw. I mean, it's not super complex, but it's the more complex of the 2 remaining shots, because the last up shot we should be in just a nice hyzer position. This one's just a little touchy. Hello? Probably like the least relatable thing ever, but I got a phone call right as I was about to throw that shot. I'm a natural pacer on the phone. I just pace around, and I just trampled every inch of snow around this lie. So I probably made it a lot slicker. Hopefully that doesn't hurt me. You know, what it just comes down to is I'm just better at throwing putters than anything else. I mean, I can't miss with that thing. As expected, we're just in money position. Really with both lies. That P3X is like, or PX3 is just money, but this one's good too. We had a chance to get up and down for par. Gonna throw just an easy rock at it. I'm not even sure what just happened. I've been throwing smooth all day, and that hooked onto my hand so hard. Here's the good news is, I think I just saw it go all the way through the woods on the right, and it may have made it back in bounds, which doesn't happen that often, but I didn't hit a thing. That shot was so bad. I've been throwing so many like finesse full power grips too, and I haven't done that yet, and that was just, oh my gosh. All right, let's try not to do that from this shot. Get up and down for our 6 with our putter here. Go in, sit. All right, should be a 6. Hopefully that other disc is in bounds, or else the putter's gonna win this hole. Well, you know what they say, if you're gonna shank the disc, throw it high, because at least the disc has a chance to get through. I can say confidently, I've thrown OB in that exact spot dozens of times probably. Every time you're like secretly hoping it pops through on this side, because there's really no OB over here. It almost never happens, and it has. I've landed, I mean, a good 10 feet away from the OB, and like I said, I just somehow missed everything. Also, keep in mind it's winter, so there's no leaves on the trees. That's really the only reason why I was able to get through, but that was a gift, and we're jump putting for par. All right, looks like we might have another couple tap-in 6s. I mean, I probably saw that coming. Not bad scores for this hole at all, although admittedly, I should have taken a worse number with the full bag. That just shows you, I mean, I threw perfect shot after perfect shot, but on a hole like this, all it takes is one of those aggressive shots to go horribly wrong, and I should have taken a bigger number. Got lucky. Just 2 holes left, and it's still a 2-stroke lead for the full bag here. Hole 17, par 4, and then hole 18, another very long par 4. This hole, I can technically birdie. 18, I can't. Too far. We're gonna go passion off of this tee. It's not a tee shot I love very much. I'm trying to learn to love it. Oh my gosh. Oh. Ah. Almost the best tee shot I've ever thrown this hole. I finally like hit it with a hyzer flip. Got a little too far to the right, kicked down to the left, but that's a pretty good spot. But here's the thing about pretty good spots. You can usually get there with putters by throwing a good shot. Oh, I didn't turn it. Oh, maybe I did. Oh. I mean, that is probably better. PX3 may be making a return to my bag. I haven't bagged them in a long time. I didn't really take them out of my bag for any particular reason, but they're straighter than the Cash, and especially once you get into like that level, I mean, that thing is just, that is a nice disc. Very sobering when you arrive to like a decent drive with the Passion, and that putter is like 60 feet ahead of me. I think I have a flex forehand here. Try out the Gravity Bomb here. These are the Horizon C-Line PD2s, the Babcock ones. Hoping they're nice and overstable. Okay. I mean, that was reasonably overstable, but it's not a tilt. I probably just need to throw my Phoenix there, because I hit the line what I wanted at least. I can just forehand this putter around the corner. I'm tempted to try and throw an aggressive turnover shot. Spirit of the one disc bag, we're gonna play what's given to us here and just take the easy flick around the corner, try and get up and down for par. Yeah, hopefully that works, and then we can get up and down from that spot. I can't tell if I'm pinched. I have to throw this uncomfortably close to that tree. I'm nervous about this. Oh wow. Okay. Or I just have to get lucky and sneak around a different tree. Okay. We did fall off the fairway a little bit, but we ended up in a straight shot anyways with our putter here. So we can get up and down for par and take the hole here, make it interesting. Or just miss my line and get lucky. That was a very weird luck shot. I think that's a putt. Simple little up and down from here. From my full bag, that is. Oh, ew. All right, things are getting a little sloppy and I'm somehow missing trees right now. Got about a 25 footer, maybe 30 footer for par, and then maybe a slightly closer putt for bogey. Oh, that's the pull that I can really get into on those further putts. Ugh. Why is it I feel like I'm throwing duplicate shots today? Like, some people learn from their first shot. I just throw back-to-back, like, exact shots. Like, all my misses are, like, right next to each other. Ew. Ew. Was that a 6 and a 5? Putter went 1, 4, 5, 6 with the full bag. That's a gross double. This is snow-covered hole 18 to finish out here. Yeah, putter still behind by 1 shot, but that can be made up here. Still closer than I'd have liked anyways. Just a safe shot. That's a pretty good forehand. I had just the right amount of flip. It was nice. Of course that would happen. Of course. That was pretty darn good. A little flex forehand, and I had it in me. That was a more electric pitch out than I thought it'd be. Just a couple more shots to finish out around here. Trying to get up and down for 5 with the putter. Got a chance from an equal distance to get up and down for 4 with the driver. This is a very far throw for this putter though. Yeah. I know that stayed in frame. I don't have anything left in the tank with those putter throws. It's always very demanding on the arm when there's bad footing, because you just got to rely a lot on just ripping it as fast as you can. And I've just kind of lost it. Maybe we can dial up one more good one with our rock here. I think that was pretty darn good. All right, maybe a little 4 save to end the day. I may have only played 8 holes, but I threw enough shots for 16, and I'm starting to feel it. 25 footer from a 6. Oh boy. Turns out I'm more tired than I thought because I left this upshot with my rock for like 35. I thought I was like 20. And now I have a 20 footer. Everything finds a way of coming back to the middle with me. Oh, if my math is correct, there's a couple 6s. To be fair, I lost some of those strokes on the putting green at the end there, and that had nothing to do with one disc versus 30 of them, so take that into account, I guess. Yeah, I think I think one of my biggest takeaways here was that, man, fatigue really sets in when you're ripping a putter all over a long course, but I did one stroke better with my full bag. I'm not shocked by that. I think I probably should have, I messed up a couple really dumb ones, but that's what bad players do. And that's the point of the video. You know, it's like with the putter, you're just not as likely to make those mistakes. So I guess what I've learned is I'm one of the most difficult and creative shot requiring courses in the area. With all the tools at my disposal, I am one shot better than with just this $3 putter. And that is the video. I'll see you next Monday.